Salutations, everyone. YouTube is cooked. It pains me to say that more than the Twitch is cooked video because I spent an astronomical amount of time on YouTube more than Twitch. Been watching YouTube since I was maybe 6 or 7, and getting to see how it grows. It's pretty much over with now. For those of you that don't know, this is due to 120 big tech corporations or organizations and most of our U.S. government coming together in perfect unison to essentially censor, destroy, and survey the entire internet and just hold the information of everybody for themselves. The two main things they've been using to do this are, in fact, KOSA, the Kids Online Safety Act, also known as the Kids Act, which is an act that, firstly, Congress passed it, bipartisan, which means most Democrats and Republicans agreed and came together and said, yeah, this is the move. And it's currently at the Senate right now, who the Senate might block it because they want an even stronger version of the bill, which is saying something, because if you read 114 pages of the bill, it's already chaotic and it's already chaotic as to what they're going to do. There's nothing good in this bill. But the main premise of the bill for the public is every single person that uses the internet in any capacity, if you're getting on a website, if you're getting on the app, if you're getting on even video games, PlayStation, Xbox, anything with online service, you will be ID'd. You will have to prove you're 18 years or older. ID, biometric scan, or digital ID. You will have to prove. If you're not 18, you either will have zero access to that platform or you will be heavily restricted from that platform. In some cases, you will not be able to DM people at all. You will not be able to communicate with people at all or connect. You will be isolated in your own little corner of that program or platform. You will essentially be ostracized from the rest of the net, pretty much. And that's just the KOSA and the Kids Act. Second one is the App Store Accountability Act. That act makes it so that you have to be 18 years or older to even access the App Store on a device you bought. Mind you, you buy a phone, you have to prove you're 18 years older to download the app. You don't prove you're 18 years older, you will be able to download nothing. And then in the case if you do prove you're 18 years or older, now your data's on the internet, your ID and all that. How does this affect YouTube? I'll cut straight to it. YouTube viewership is going to be kaput after that. It's going to be cooked. You already got 5 states, at least 5 or 6 states already making it so that you have to be 18 years or older. The App Store Accountability Act, I believe the first one I remember was Texas. I believe we have Utah, Iowa, Alabama, and Louisiana, Virginia, I believe. I might be wrong on some of those, but I remember Texas being the first one, and it's at least 4 or 5 that's already started already. You have to be 18 years older just to download apps. YouTube viewership is going to be completely cooked after it goes all the way across the U.S. Mind you, we have YouTube Kids on the side for a reason. This is supposed to help the kids somehow. This is going to destroy millions of YouTube channels. It's going to instantly destroy it. Instantly. KOSA and the App Store. KOSA is going to be the final nail in the coffin. App Store Accountability Act is already starting it off. It's already sizing up the coffin that all these big YouTubers, little YouTubers, people just starting out, you're cooked. It pains me to say too. I'm on here. It's so many skills and so many things people use for YouTube that I was looking at people's reactions to it. One dude said he stopped going to the barber because he learned how to cut his own hair from YouTube. They're going to cut that out. People talking about they can't go to sleep without ASMR. I love it. I love the older age of ASMR videos. But the modern ASMR videos, they be doing too much. That's besides the point. That's going to be cut. Cooking tutorials. That's going to be kaput. My car was messing up the other day. I literally went to YouTube and found a quick solution instead of having to pay $200 for something simple. Kaput. Everything gone. because you need to prove that you're 18 in order to get on YouTube when we have YouTube Kids over there for a reason. Mind you, I'm certain there is more good on YouTube for kids to see than bad for kids to see. The guardrails to keep kids from getting in trouble on YouTube, they keep saying they're adding guardrails. We're adding guardrails for the kids, which they're not. But the guardrails for the kids on YouTube are called parents, not the government. Government can't handle guardrails because they always take stuff too far. Mind you, if you read the 114-page document for the Kids Act, they talking about they finna have access to everything your kids do and are going to be able to monitor, find out what their race, religion, what their gender is, find out how many kids use a device, know what they look like. Then they talking about they're going to be able to trade this data with other people in the government and with other companies. It's going to help the kids, right? We're going to neuter the entire internet. We're going to neuter every single website. Going to be finito. Websites are going to be gone. Because you need to either have a first party or third party system just to prove that the person is 18. Those are going to be complete. Everything's going to be complete. But let me stay on YouTube. YouTube's viewership is going to be cut all the way down. It's going to be cut all the way down. YouTube creators, people are not going to even want to create on YouTube anymore. We're not going to see new creators. We're not going to see old creators randomly come back because they got a surge of influence. Oh, I want to come back and do this. They're not. People are going to be locked out of YouTube and are not going to be coming back. There's already been cases, I believe, in Florida or somewhere else where YouTube AI, YouTube's AI moderation, right? That flags down channels and copyright strikes channels. That's already ballistic. It's been bad for years. Do you know how crazy that AI is going to get once Coastal goes live? It's over. It's over with. Everyone's getting flagged. It doesn't matter how many years you've had that Google account. You're getting flagged. One guy had his Google account get flagged. I was watching it. He was talking about it on YouTube. But of course, his video couldn't get no reach because he was talking about something like this. The account got flagged. The guy was like in his 30s, I believe. Account randomly got flagged saying, okay, based off what he was watching, they assumed he was a kid or something like that. So he either had to appeal, I believe, or he had to prove identification that he was an adult. He said, I'm not putting my ID on YouTube for just to get my YouTube channel back. And I believe they took his channel from him. I believe they locked his channel in limbo, or they took it, or they just said after like 30 days it's getting deleted regardless if he doesn't prove it. So now it's a hostage situation. You don't get your channel back unless you prove you give your ID. And one of the main reasons why people won't be sharing their ID, for those of you that don't know, is because that is a huge risk to the cybersecurity of the YouTube platform and your cybersecurity of everything you have. I'll explain for an example. First example, Discord in the UK had the ID thing. You had to be 18 to use Discord. You had to prove it with an ID. Within weeks or a month or so, it was relatively short after they introduced that. They had a data breach of 1.5 terabytes of users' information go straight to the internet, right? IDs, faces, all that. That's not enough. I'll give you another one. Last year, KYC is a big global system that I believe most like government, like banks and crypto thing it's a big money thing. Money system globally, mind you, the whole world. It has a lot of them have to go through. And it holds people's personal information like bank statements, all that type of stuff. And you got to validate that you're, who you are with information like that, right? Data breach. 1 billion users. Information went out. Name, location, address, social security, bank statements, voice prints, fingerprints, biometric scans, all that, retina scans, all that. 1 billion breached out there. Guess where it is? You can guess. Dark web. It's the only other place it can go. Dark web and hackers. Maybe a little bit of, maybe both. 100% both. That's not enough. 1 billion not enough. I'll give you one more. I'll give you the last one that just happened last month of July. TikTok had a data breach of 2.4 billion. 2.4 billion users had all their information leaked on TikTok, and one of the hackers came forward and he was like, "Yeah, it was me. I guess he was one of the people." And he showed 10 users like information and proved like, "Yeah, it was me." And I'm not showing anyone else's to prove it, but I have at least 10 so far. Well, I have 2.4 billion due to, I think, putting malware or something on throughout TikTok, and he has 10. 10 is proof. If COSA goes through, every single website, every single platform is going to have an ID or biometric scan to prove you're 18 years of older. If TikTok got, and that's one of the number one apps of all time, what do you think is going to happen to YouTube? Well, you think it's too big it's too big to have a data breach? That had a data breach. Same thing with the Twitch video. There will be a data breach. KYC, again, is a global platform with critical information on people. Bank statements, all that. If that got hit, anything's getting hit. Cybersecurity was not tough enough for that. For people, bank records. YouTube is going to get hit too. People are not going to be using YouTube like that. There will be an overwhelming amount of people that will still be on YouTube. But overall, for creators, I'm already thinking, most of the creators I watch, they're not going to be, they might try to tough it out, but eventually they're not going to be able to, there won't be anything for it. You won't be monetized. And if you love doing it for the love of the game, I mean, that's cool, but it ain't going to be no market when people are going to be either locked out of their own. You're going to have long-time subscribers gone from their account. 100%. You're going to have subscribers that's been there forever that maybe don't even watch. Maybe they're not even on YouTube anymore like that. But they still have that, you and they recommended. They might come back and watch you time to time. They might not. They just might not be there. You're going to see these numbers just start disappearing. When AI moderation starts just hitting random channels that haven't been active for 10 years, and it just starts deleting them because they can't prove they're an adult, the entire ecosystem of YouTube is cooked. It's finito. It's gone. They're saying, call your senator. I called my senator. He doesn't care. I read the email he gave me. He just told me as a father it's the right thing to do. Buddy, as a father, you just told me it's okay for you to trade your kids' data to the government and other companies in America and out of America? Because that's all this is. All this is surveillance, censorship, and data collection. So they can trade your data and your kids' data around like Yu-Gi-Oh cards and tailor ads specifically to those kids and you. And I'm not making that up. That's not a theory. They admit that in the act. No one's reading it. It's 114 pages. People have reported on it, and they're still not even reading everything. I'm sitting there reading everything like I'm feel like I'm Will Ferrell. I feel like I'm taking crazy pills because I'm trying to process. How is y'all just saying this? Y'all not even hiding it. Y'all just throwing this out there. Yeah, I'm sorry. YouTube is cooked. All I be doing, music. I listen to music on YouTube. I watch anime YouTubers on YouTube. Matter of fact, it was an anime YouTuber who I even found this information out. It was Chibi, because no one else is talking about it. It was Chibi Reviews. I had to find out, of all people, I had to find out from him. That's gone. ASMR is gone. Cooking videos, those are going to be cooked. It's bad all around. I'm sorry for dragging out the video this long, but I just got activated after thinking about it. It's irritating me. The Senate they're supposed to vote on this next week on the 3rd, I believe. Yeah, next week on the 3rd, I believe they're supposed to vote on this. The Senate is. Um, yeah, I don't know. The Senate votes on this next week. Congress passed it bipartisan, the COSA, the Kids Act, essentially, and the App Store Accountability Act has been. I don't even know if that's got pushed or not, but somehow they're banning all these different states. So it's either they pass this act, the Kids Act, Monday, or they don't pass it and they just keep banning all the apps anyways due to the App Store Accountability Act, which is already doing the same thing COSA is going to do. Well, doing a quarter of the job COSA is supposed to be doing, or half the job pretty much of COSA's job. So it's like either way, we getting cooked on both sides. And again, I'm not seeing enough people talk about it. Can people start talking about it, please? I understand, like, I did upload some videos to YouTube, and YouTube, every single short and YouTube video I posted about it, other than the first one, has 0 views. Not even a single. And some of them are like short form content. I thought shorts was busting on YouTube. So yes, I do believe they're suppressing people from talking about this because a lot of your favorite corporations are in favor of this. I'm not gonna lie. Read the list of people that's pushing for this, of corporations. It's a lot of your favorite corporations. People talking about, man, the physical version of video games for PlayStation is disappearing. It's PlayStation gaming is cooked. I'm like, buddy, yes, that does cook gaming, but do y'all not see what's going on with this bill? That's going to cook everything, including gaming. Gaming's included, by the way. Another thing that's going to get taken care of on YouTube, cook gaming videos. You show a game like Last of Us, age restricted. Now you want to see some Last of Us gameplay, or I'm trying to think, you trying to see an infomature gameplay or a teen for teen gameplay? Pull your ID out. That's it. It's the only way. Good luck out there, y'all.